What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Appreciate you all. Hope everybody is off to a great start to their week. Let's take a look at this Tuesday. What's going on? Of course, we had the big double ingress yesterday on Monday, so kind of definitely starting off the week with new vibes, new energy, thinking differently, thinking more emotionally, thinking more about our safety, our security, trying to figure out ways to understand ourselves better, how to nurture ourselves with our mind, but also with our feelings, and how to relate better emotionally, or through our connections with others, how to kind of like know where home is within groups and people. We are seeing a moon in Scorpio still, which can be bringing a ton of depth of feeling, and definitely some intense emotions could be happening. It's going to finish off the day in opposition to Uranus. It is making sessy quadrants over to the Sun and over to Venus and Mercury. So it's in a interesting position here, but kind of getting some support from Saturn with a trine in Pisces. So in many ways, it's about. I'll be honest. A lot of this is about security within oneself, because we're in the south node of Libra. We are going to start to see Venus, the dispositor, square the south node. Mercury is going to come up to that square. I mean, this is a couple, this is a little bit down the road, but this is about how we understand ourselves and nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves. And we're being tested with these squares to Neptune because we're open right now. We're very open and susceptible to other people manipulating our emotions, our feelings, our values, and kind of making us feel a little crazy with these squares to Neptune. I mean, that's a very good possibility. It's also beautiful in a sense too, that it could be heightening people's compassion. It could be getting people to really appreciate the little details, the fine print, if you will, seeing, things on a much bigger scale, especially spiritually, and how things are connected. But we're very susceptible to being triggered by others. We're very susceptible to this kind of emotional game that could be being played. And that's this trickster energy. And it's the end of Gemini season and the sun squaring Neptune. So there's definitely a lot of trickster energy, but it's also, inviting us to, I think, know ourselves deeper, and to trust ourselves deeper, and to trust our spiritual evolution, our growth, and to not let these outer instances, whether it's a relationship, whether it's the world, all these others with Libra, all these other things affect our emotional state and drag us into a deep dungeon, a deep, scorpionic hole, if you will, with the moon there, especially making these weird, sessy quadrants. They're very odd angles, 155 degrees. A very odd one. Did I get that right? No. Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's been a while since I've done that math for whatever reason, but yeah, 155 degrees. So it's just odd feelings of how we have to go into the depths and realize that we are in the driver's seat of our life, right? Scorpio teaches us power, it teaches us powerlessness. And I think we're at a place now with the North Node in Aries, with Chiron in Aries, with Mars at 7 degrees of Taurus now, even, where it doesn't necessarily want to be, but it is at this, spiritual number of 7 that's trying to help us really identify with our values and our self-worth, and that it is not in correlation with outer relationships, with outer things. It is just a reflection of self. It has nothing to do with anybody else. So I think people that would be having a hard time right now, it's all because we're getting a great reflection of how we need to fortify our own inner boundaries, how we need to fortify our own inner self-worth, our own soul value, right? Soul capital, as Christopher Witecki would say. I love that term. Our soul capital. It's all like, it can all be so easily triggered, and we need to know where we got cracks in the wall, cracks in the dam within our own self-worth and our value. And I think that we're coming to a big understanding and growth of that as a collective right now. And I think people that are doing great right now are just feeling good because they feel good about themselves, and it has nothing to do with anything else. It is not codependent on another person, upping the ante in their life, showing them that they're worth it. It is because people right now that feel like they're worth it no matter what because they have self-love, they're having so much more fun and they're feeling so much safer in reality and in life. And that's that's a hard one. It could be a hard one for some people. But that's what I'm saying. If you're not feeling like that and you're not feeling this like unconditional love for yourself and for life and even for others, that it's because there's still work to be done. And today, on this Tuesday, would be a great day to shake things up by the end of the day with the moon opposite Uranus, to really find your uniqueness, your self worth, and to realize it has nothing to do with what others think. And we do not have to be powerless to another person's own truth, own life, or another thing. I mean, this could go way beyond a personal relationship, just an exterior thing. It's trying to break, everything's just trying to make us stronger, you know? So it's an interesting Tuesday. I think there's a lot to feel absolutely amazing about, and I think that Neptune can be providing a Novocaine with this square for a lot of things. And sometimes a little toxic positivity can go a long way, but there's a depth of feeling, and the moon's trying to understand its depth in a very spiritual manner with Saturn, and really that like spiritual maturity to know its self-worth and its own soul capital, and take these final days of Gemini season to really embed that into your subjective truth about you are worth everything. It is your life, and if people go a different way, they go a different way. If people come in, that's great. You just got to keep doing you right now and not let the outer world get under your skin, because I think there's a lot of things that can want to get under people's skin right now. And it can come down to lies, it can come down to betrayal, it can come down to so many different tricks and games that we play on each other as a collective and in this reality. And today's a good reminder that the tricks and the games are never going to go away, but how you respond and how you know your worth and how you have your truth locked down and how you take care of yourself and nurture yourself through these moments in life is everything. And you can easily shift a bad, powerless moment into a powerful moment by understanding that worth and then proceeding forward with your value and your unique identity as a soul. So I do hope we all have some spiritual growth today. I think that it's very likely. And whether it's spiritual growth through bliss or spiritual growth through pain, I mean, it can go either way. So I wish you all the bliss, of course. But if it's the pain, it's just a great opportunity to remember who the F you are, who the F you are as a soul. This card came out. 2 cards came out, so we'll just roll with these. First one was the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you better know who you are. You better know that you're worth it, that you're beautiful, that you have everything you need, that you can reach any peak in life, you can get out of any valley, and that it's about you and your values. I love the 9 of Coins because it's really about you and what you can create and what you can have and what you can do if you have that love for yourself. And you see the beauty of the hardship and the beauty of the beauty. And we also got the Hermit upright. Really good cards that just jumped out, but sometimes we have to remember our own inner light, I believe, our own wisdom, our own truth, where we came from, who we really are. And it's not, these are 2 very singular energies, If we're feeling overstimulated by the exterior right now, you got to come back into yourself and remember who you are. If you know who you are right now and you're feeling 100 and you're feeling like you got this, then it's time to show the light. It's time to share that wisdom and that truth and bring that vibration out as well. So it's a very interesting day. It's very deep in many ways, and I like that for the astrology today. It's going to be a mixed day for a lot of people. There's going to be shifts taking place. Just there could be positive ones and ones that are feeling a little bit more harsh, but you got to remember your power, and that is the key. and the secret to today. I love you all. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will see you all mañana. Much love. Peace.